Oh, I bit my tongue. Mm. So I really hurt my tongue. Oh, so uncool. Okay. Oh, it doesn't hurt. It's really numb in that one place where. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, well, now I've got mustache on my mouth. Great. Uh, you can see now better because I'm wearing a dark shirt. So yeah. Right. So new development. I am definitely in the depression phase. That's fun. But I have something that will help me lift my spirits because I am going away this weekend. So yay! Damon's doing a lot better. He's basically fine now. Whatever he had wasn't COVID, or at least it was a very tiny COVID thing. Um, so yeah, so that's really distracting. I can't use half of my tongue. Oh, but I need it to talk, so it's really hard. Oh, hmm. Hi, Riley. Yeah. So there's that. Um. Also now, hey, Bad Fox. Um. Also now, um, I have confirmation that Cage's server on Discord is shutting down. I don't know when it's going to shut down, but it's shutting down. That's fun. That's super fun. Um, I don't know what the reason is. I'm assuming that he'll like say at some point in the future, in the near future. But yeah, I've joined a couple of other Discord groups that he has posted to basically keep up with his content because I like his content. So yeah. Yeah, what else? Oh, I had a very weird dream. I had a very weird waking dream. I might be psychic. I don't believe in any of the psychic bullshit. There must be an explanation for this. But uh I had a weird dream. I don't know if I can actually tell you about this dream. I told Itchy about this dream. Ish thing. Basically, I was waking up. I was half asleep, and I have no idea if this is going to reveal too much. Basically, I heard somebody enter the room, um, and kind of like I hadn't opened my eyes properly yet. Uh, but yeah, I heard somebody enter the room. I thought it was Damon, and I got poked on the shoulder, and then the person said, Dad, and it looked like somebody I knew. Not going to give away their identity. I might have done, but I don't know. But yeah, and then I opened my eyes and woke up properly, and for a split second I thought I saw that person, and I was like, I was just confused. It's been bugging me all day. But yeah, after a little while, um, well, I talked to um my ex-girlfriend, and her father passed away, and it was like, oh, what the fuck? So I thought I had a spot on my neck, but I think it was a gnat bite. I think a gnat has bitten me. Can't really see. Ugh, that's nice. Ah, itchy spot on my neck. Fun. So yeah, I've been dealing with that today. I basically have been talking to her a lot, and yeah, I mean she's fine. It was a semi-expected thing, so yeah. I hadn't heard about it, but there must be an explanation for this. There must be a weird explanation for this. You know, it's kind of like, has anybody seen Mad Men? Has anyone seen the series Mad Men? Did everyone just disappear? What the fuck? Oh, okay. So a random Discord thing went off. Okay. I'm here. Okay. So has anybody seen like the series Mad Men? Have you not been listening to the past like 5 minutes? Mad Men. It's about ad men from like the 60s or the 70s or something. It was not a bad series. It wasn't a bad series. It was a bit shit. It was a bit kind of like overly preachy at times. But yeah. There's a couple of scenes. I think it's just the one scene. I remember it happening like more than once. But the main character, as he's waking up one day, um, he basically sees uh, like a person either entering the room with a suitcase, like dressed very very nicely, and they kind of like enter the room and then kind of like smile at him, and then they leave. They don't say anything. Um, and then he says their name, but they don't say anything. And then a few seconds later, he gets a phone call informing him that this person has died. And it's like, it's weirdly creepy. This situation kind of like happened to me today. Also, why do I keep getting informed that people are dying? I don't understand this. It's really annoying. I wish that none of my friends or none of my like close family died. Just don't do that. It's not cool. It bums me out. But yeah, that's just it's weird. It's kind of like it's like this situation happens to people. What the fuck? Like, I recognize the feeling that scene gave, and like, you know, it's like, oh, it's a relatable feeling. You feel like you've said goodbye to them before you figure out that they have actually gone, you know. So I mean, it must be a relatable enough feeling that it's been in a TV series, you know. And again, I swear this happens more than once to this guy. But yeah, again, Mad Men. It's not a bad series. I liked it. I liked it. I didn't love it. It wasn't like I wasn't obsessed with it or anything. It's just kind of one of those series that I purchased the DVDs of. Like, that feels like so long ago where you purchased DVDs, right? One of those series that I purchased the DVDs of, and then years later I found the last couple of seasons on a streaming service, and then basically watched them. You know, it's kind of like Bones. You know, it's like I didn't love that series, but I actually hate it. You know, the as it went on, it got more and more stupid. You know, it suffered from Bones. Bones had a very unique feeling to it. It suffered from TV over dramatization, whatever that word is. You know, like every single series that had a teaming up of, like, you know, like a detective. It was always a detective show, or a detective and somebody else. You know, it was like a detective and a gimmick. You know, Lucifer had this as well. You know, I fucking hate the detective side of Lucifer. You know, I wish that was just a show about Lucifer, not the detective bullshit. I fucking hate the whole detective bullshit thing. I have no idea why this is a thing. I have no idea why this was like a huge deal. But yeah, Castle's another season that did this. You know, where it got kind of like it just, everything was over dramatization. They still do that. I know they do. I know. It's just, I have no idea why they do this. But yeah, it's the NCIS-ness, you know. It's the glorification and amplification of things that aren't really possible with forensics as well. That kind of pisses me off as well. I mean, it drives me crazy. It's like, oh well, they made it better so that you could see it on TV, you know. I mean, I can think of a few really good examples. It's like Bones. Let me just show you. Let me just explain Bones. I liked Bones because it had good music. They always knew exactly what music to put behind things, you know. And I liked that. That was cool. That was neat. It was just very much my taste. And that was a big part of it. I kind of hated the rest of it. I fucking hated the rest of it. The simple storylines and the over dramatization of these two people. It's impossible for all of this shit to happen to just two people. I'm sorry. It's just that there's too many remarkable, crazy events that happen in these two people's lives that is just kind of just they have a whole cast of people, but no, all of this stuff happens to these two people, and this happens. This is a thing that happens throughout like this genre, of detective shows. It's just, oh, it drives me wild. It drives me crazy. But yeah, there's an example on Bones that's like, it's otherworldly, it's crazy out there and stuff like that. They have a machine, and they dropped it. They dropped this machine. They have a machine that can basically make holograms. And in the first couple of seasons, they use it quite well, but it makes noises. It makes noises whenever somebody pushes a button or whatever. And this happens for all the detective shows, especially NCIS. Whenever the computer's doing something, it has to make a noise. When it's like they just clicked on something, it makes the weird computer technical sound and stuff like that. It's like, for everything, really. It's like, it's loading now, and it makes a noise as it's loading. It's like, fuck off. Just fuck off. Why are computers this annoying in the detective universe? I fucking hate it so much. But yes, this machine, it's technically possible, and I would love that this machine kept going, but they took it out because it was hard to film around. It was expensive and hard to film around. What did they do instead? They just have a wall of monitors. And it's annoying as fuck. And this wall of monitors can basically do anything. It's like, oh, it can show you a 3D representation of it. It's like, no, it can't. It's a wall of monitors. These are 2D representations of stuff. It's like when you had the hologram machine, that would work, but you don't. You got rid of it. And it's like, this machine is supposed to be huge, and it's not. The lab is crazy with the way that it works in Bones. It's like, this wouldn't work. This wouldn't be possible. This is nuts. It's a huge open air kind of like filmed in a warehouse kind of lab kind of situation. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. No. These labs exist. I get that, but they don't look anything like this. They would look way less cooler. And I get what they're trying to do, but ugh. And it's like, you have bombs going off in this place. You have shootings. There are no windows, but there was one episode. There was a shooting through a skylight. Through a skylight, because there are no windows. A skylight. Where the hell was the shooter? I never understood this. It turns out he was on a crane or something. But yeah, it's like, oh my god. That drives me nuts. I think it was a CSI episode that I watched once as well, where they got a coin, and it's like, we need to make a scan of this and send it to the lab. It's like, can't you just send the coin to the lab? It's like, no, here, give me your phone. And he puts the coin on the phone, and it does like a little graphic behind on the screen where it kind of scans the coin, and then he picks it up, and you have suddenly got a 3D representation on the phone of the coin, and it's like, and it shows them the fingerprints on it and everything. Where is this possible? That machine, what is he holding? Is it a tricorder? What is going on? The phones can't do that. No phone can do that. I really want this. Oh my god. There's a phone that is like a tough phone or something. It has a temperature camera on it. and it has a bunch of sensors in it and stuff. It looks so cool. I can never find one. They don't have them commercially available. The only way you can get it is by ordering it from China, from the manufacturers. And it's like, what the fuck? I want that phone. But yeah, I can't find it anywhere. It's so annoying. But it looks so cool. And that thing might be able to do some stuff, but what the hell? Oh, yeah. Like things like this bug me, and this is one of the main reasons I don't like detective shows, is because they do this. They you have to have a pretty strong gimmick to basically get me to watch a detective show. Like like I said, I like Bones because they had the music. Plus, my mum really liked it. Like she liked the first season, and basically I was hooked on the story, so I had to watch it. I had to find out what happened in the fucking story after that. But once I finished watching it, I was done. It was lame. Plus, some of the weird kind of like the information, the science was actually decent, apart from the weird bullshit. Yeah, yeah. Oh, um, but yeah, I like Bones basically purely for the music. I really can't give a shit about anything else. Like they have really good music choices, but crazy. And some of the comedy is actually pretty good in Bones. Some of the comedy is pretty good in Bones. Like there's this one scene. Um, well, there's a couple of scenes. I'm trying to think of one that I can imitate for you guys. But there's this one scene where like this judge they go to this judge to try to get this prisoner who's in prison a decent family kind of Christmas experience using one of the congregal visits trailers or something that they have on site at this prison. And it's like they won't let them have a Christmas tree and stuff in the thing. That's all they want. So they go to a judge to basically, because they're the only ones that can give like them advice on how to get a family Christmas to happen in this trailer and stuff. And it's like it's an absurd situation. Ignore it. But yeah, the judge is one of the best characters ever, because she is like, here's what you do: don't commit horrible crimes, don't go to prison, and then you don't have to deal with any of this bullshit. And I'm like, yes, oh my god, yes. That's basically all of my. Whenever somebody tells me it's like oh, the plight of the prisoners and stuff for people in prison, um, it's like I always think this. I'm so glad that somebody basically said it. It's like, don't commit crimes, don't go to prison, then you won't have to deal with any of this bullshit. You know, like there's a prison here. There's actually a prison not quite close to me. It's like a, a couple of towns over and a village away. It's near where Daryl lives. It's near March, but they have these giant wind turbines outside of this prison. And these wind turbines, the prisoners were complaining that they couldn't get any sleep, or it was uncomfortable for them to be in their cells, because the light would kind of do this thing whenever the blades kind of block the sunlight. They would basically make a kind of a flashing effect in their cell, and it's like bummer. It's like, oh, but it's causing them great discomfort. It's like, yeah, they're in prison. It's like, yeah, but we should do something about this. It's like, no, you know, um, they actually turn off the wind turbines at certain times of the day now because of this, and it's like, don't go to prison. it's one of the consequences of being in prison, I guess. Discomfort is part of the part of a part of a part of a oh, what is it called? It's a consequence of your actions. I'm sorry, I've got to deal with this. There's some random drama going on. I rejoined New Bear's Discord server, and it's nothing but drama. Oh my god, no, it's not. It's not in this. It's not in his one. It's in a Vor official server, Vor Play official server. One of the reasons why I left New Bear's server is on Discord is because of there was lots of little dramas happening, and whenever I tried to like calm down the situation, it turned on me, and I was just like, I don't deal with this shit. I do not deal with this shit. So yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, there he is. Sorry. Yeah, anyway. So I was reading it. I ended up reading it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. Point is that I'm going to be away this weekend now, so that's good. Yeah, I was talking about what we were talking about like drama series. So yeah, drama series is ease. So series I. Yeah. So mm, I like Bones because of this, because some of the comedy was funny. Like they're talking about there's another really funny scene is that like there's the women of the lab are basically in this room and they're talking about how terrible men are. And then one of the guys actually comes into the room and it's like whoa, and because they give him the stink eye the second he enters the room, and he's and the like one of them is like, what do you want? And he's like, it's like very defensive, and he's like, I have information. But it's funnier when yeah. Oh my god. I'll deal with this later. Yeah. So it's just that they're really just the random little drama that's happening in this bit of Discord is just kind of like really easily solved, and I kind of want to just quickly just say something, but I know that's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be exactly the same as why I left New Bear's server. Oh my god, I'm not gonna. I've got to shut up. I've just got to leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Okay. Yeah. Lucifer, of course, I like that only because they get the mythology. The mythology is really good on Lucifer. Oh my god, the Christian mythology is awesome. The way that they depict stuff is awesome. It's so cool. You know, they go into Lilith's backstory and all of that stuff, and it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I should mute it. I can't. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I just put this button. Mute. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's probably going to poke. It's going to yell at me on this one instead. There we go. Yeah, the mythology in Lucifer is like so good. Oh, and it's funny. It's genuinely funny. It's genuinely funny. The only thing I don't like is that spoilers for Lucifer. Like when I raise my hand again, that's when the spoilers stop. Okay. But yeah, God doesn't answer for his crimes. Everyone just is accepting of God. There is no atheist or person that basically suddenly believes in God when they are face to face with him, and basically is just like, what the fuck was with all of the Bible? Just yeah, I'm not even going into testaments. What the fuck is wrong with like everything in the Bible? Like there's bad shit all over the Bible. What is wrong with you? You know, nobody calls him out for this stuff. Nobody. Like even Lucifer himself basically doesn't actually ever call him out for this shit. He always calls him out for all of the stuff that he's done to him personally. You know, because Lucifer is slightly, you know, he's slightly narcissistic and stuff. But then again, he's supposed to be the devil, so it makes sense. But yeah, it's just that he was the one that was calling him out on this shit in the mythology, in the Bible, and other tomes. You know, he was the one that was calling him out on this shit, and he never does. And it's so uncool because it's just one of those things of like, what's with all the baby killing? You know, what's with the massive lies about the ancient Egyptians? What is with what is with everything? What is with everything? You know, everything you did back then. But no, nobody calls him out on this shit. That is one of the things that I was like kind of semi looking forward to. Like they go into the really early stuff, but they never actually like call him out on any of his atrocities. And yeah, spoilers over. So yeah, I mean, I love Lucifer, but I wish that they just went into more, you know, more. I like Castle. I did like Castle. That went crazy. That went batty crazy bullshit. Oh, and there's also this thing about the pretty people. You know, pretty people. I'm not a fan of pretty people all the time being in things. I kind of wish that there was like, I get it. I get it. You know, you have to cast people that people are going to watch. But always with pretty people everywhere all the time. Like, get over it already. Like, people don't always look like that. It's so uncool. But yeah, Castle was pretty good. But that's mainly because I literally I was watching it because Nathan Fillion is genuinely funny. And also, the callbacks to Firefly. I have no idea what the deal is with this. I like it. I do like it, but at the same time, it's like, why? What? There's so many. There's so many callbacks. I'm trying to think of like a really good obvious one. Oh, he was wearing his basic. He was wearing his outfit from Serenity in an episode, and it basically when somebody asked him like, "What are you wearing?" He was like, "Oh, just I'm a space cowboy, and it was just like that was it. That was all the explanation. Why can't they just name drop it? I don't mind that. Oh my god. But yeah, he did. He basically speaks Chinese to somebody at one stage, Mandarin, whatever. You know, I can't remember which Chinese language it was exactly, but it was a Chinese language. Sorry, I have an Asian friend who basically like was yelling at me because I said it's like, oh, they were talking because I said more than once apparently about the Chinese language, and I was talking about the Chinese language, um, and they were like, it's not Chinese, it's Mandarin, and I can't remember the name of the other ones. What the fuck? My brain is like Cantonese. That doesn't sound right. It might be. I don't know. But yes, a Chinese language. He was speaking a Chinese language, and then essentially he did the whole. Somebody was like, "I didn't know you spoke Chinese," and he was like, "I, you know, I used to. It used to be a part of this TV show that I liked, that I loved," and it was like, "Ah, that was sweet." Plus, there are some callbacks, so that was nice. What is the other detective show? What is the other detective show that I liked? There was at least one more detective show. My brain keeps saying Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but it's like that's not it. Brooklyn Nine-Nine wasn't really a detective show. That was good. Oh, I did watch. Oh, before I go, because I did say this was supposed to be a quickie, because I am late and I do apologize. Before I go, I watched. Well, I'm annoyed that the new TV show that I was watching, She-Hulk, new episode came out today, and the previous episode was like an hour long, or at least I think it was an hour long, but this one was 20 minutes long, and it was good. What is with the Marvel show? Why is this one only an hour long? I mean, why is this one only 20 minutes long? So uncool. I was really enjoying it, and then it ended. What the? Is this it? Is there going to be 10 episodes of this? Because that's not cool. That's so not cool. I was looking for 10 hours of entertainment, not, 5 hours of entertainment. And it is genuinely good. People keep saying it's like it's a comedy, and it's like I don't really see it. It's very much got the same level of comedy as the regular Marvel stuff. So I'm not really saying that. Yeah, you know. Oh, she did. She did pass. I thought this was kind of like crazy, but she passed a room full of you know older white dudes in a meeting, and they were kind of like like half of them were staring at her and stuff as she walked past because she was the Hulk, She Hulk, and she was basically saying, you know, I bet none of them had to deal with this on their first day, and it was like, no, because they haven't been hulked. Like, it was almost like it was they were trying to be kind of like it's a feminist message or something, but it came off as just being kind of like a bit dumb. It's like, well, no, because they aren't large and green, so no, you know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what else to say or do or whatever. I thought we're good. Anybody want to ask me anything or say anything before I go? Like I said, this is just going to be a quickie. My tongue is really, it's still numb. God, you can really see where I took a chunk out of it. What is with this? I have one really curly grey hair that keeps showing up on. It looks like I've got something in my beard, but I don't. No, anybody? No. Dust. Anybody? No. Dust. Anybody? No. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I am feeling 100% again. I'm just I'm tired. Like my sleep has been destroyed. My sleep has been destroyed. Whereas I was getting like a good 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. 4 to 6 hours is basically when I got like a solid chunk of sleep. Whereas when I had COVID, my sleep was split up because every time I laid down for more than, and actually was unconscious for more than like an hour, I woke up because I couldn't breathe properly because my nose had decided to dump a bunch of crap into my throat. So that was fun. So basically, my sleep has been split up. So now I just nap intermittently throughout the day, and I feel tired all the time because I'm not getting a big chunk of sleep. I'm just getting these like half an hour to 45 minutes chunks of sleep just every 4 hours. I'll just feel really exhausted until I have this nap, and I feel great for like an hour, and it's like, yeah. But yeah, I might go do that. I might go lay down. But yeah, I'm going in the morning. Well, later. I'm going later, like 6 hours. But I'm going away for the weekend, and I'm going to film that thing. It's all of them in one longer video, maybe. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Basically, I won't be back until Monday. I didn't sneeze or anything, by the way. I didn't sneeze or anything. I literally just I brushed my tongue up against my teeth because I thought I felt something in my teeth. And then I turned my head, and that basically closed my jaw. And then that was it. It it really just dug into my tongue, and I really hurt my tongue. Oh, it feels hot. Well, that's weird. So I just put it again. I put my tongue against my lips, just like that side doesn't feel hot. That side feels really hot. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's creepy. Weird. Not cool. Don't like it. Stop it. Right, I'm guessing that nobody has anything else to say or ask me, so I'm just going to go now, I guess. I'm going to unmute my computers first. But yeah. Oh, by the way, Panda folks, if you're still listening, I'm really sorry that you had to go to. I keep saying A&E, but it was an urgent care. For a toe thing. You scare the crap out of me, dude. Don't do that. Don't scare the crap out. You know. Yeah. I don't want to belittle, the pain that you must have been in, or like the situation that you must have been in, because that's mean and stuff. But just you could have said like I had already been an owie on my foot. Or you could have posted that picture and said, it's like I'm, just coming out of hospital because I fixed my owie on my foot and tell people what happened on your foot, not say something like because like just got out of urgent care or something, or just I can't remember what you said exactly. It was just kind of like, so that just that the way that I read that, and I got out of the shower, I came back to the computer, and all of a sudden it was just a picture of you that who and it said, I can bring it up. What am I doing? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Back from urgent care, and it's like, urgent care. Oh my god, are you okay? That's it's like. You can put people into urgent care by saying stuff like that, dude. You can't just do that. Got my toe worked on, had an ingrown toenail and a wart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but it's not worth giving us a minor cardiac event. Don't do that. I don't mind you posting pictures. It's that it clickbait. That's what it is like. It's like clickbait. It's the bad form of clickbait. I mean, they all are bad form of clickbait. But yeah, I don't want to belittle you, but belittle your owie, your foot owie in any way. I don't. Even though by calling it that, I am belittling it. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to tell you off. So it's so funny now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's serious and bad, and it was a problem. I'm sure. But don't do that. That's it. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for the rest of your fucking life. You know that, right? From now on, whenever I see you, I'm just gonna be like, "Is your foot okay?" Are you one of those people that basically has like, did you get a foot cast? Did you get like a leg cast for your foot and your calf? Like, did that all get casted up? Sounds really serious, dude. I mean, you could have lost a leg. Wow. Now I am being an ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just this. You know me. You know me. If it was like really serious, I mean, not that it's not really serious, although it's not really that's it. You know what I mean? Okay, it's just that you nearly gave me a heart attack. Okay, so I'm allowed to do this now. Plus, I am. If I'm honest, I am kind of semi trying to get you to yell at me in chat just to make sure that I know that you're there still and stuff. But yeah. Uh, I mean, you could tell from the way that I responded that you knew what was coming, right? Because I put, ellipses and then urgent care question mark. And then you're like, it wasn't life threatening, so they were able to fix it. Well, it's like, of course they were. I would have cut your foot off. I was thinking about this the other day, actually. Not not your foot. I'm not that guy. But yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. Like if I was to have my leg amputated, because like a couple of years ago, when I went into hospital, um, no, okay, it was way more than a few years ago. I had broken my foot while I was swimming. I basically like kicked off of the side, but I must have really whacked the side with my foot with the not impacted side of your foot. Basically, I hit that on the wall of the pool, and they basically like I found out that I'd broken my foot. And I had to wear like shoes and everything, like special shoes and everything. I didn't have to have a full on cast, but I basically had to wear these. I had to have like a shoe cast. That's what it was. And they gave me these cool shoes, and they really squish your foot to make sure the bones like set and stuff like that. But yeah, like but yeah, they were saying that like if you broke your foot and you basically just let it mend itself, it might have mended itself, or it could have been like really bad, like we would have had to amputate your foot or your leg. And I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, what would I do if basically my, you know, what would I do with my foot? Like, what happens? Like when you amputate a limb, when they amputate a limb, do they give you the option of like what happens to it? Am I just saying stuff now to stay here? I kind of am. But no, what would I do with my foot if they gave me the option? Like how I kind of don't want to get rid of my foot. Is that weird? Is that really weird? Like if they did have to amputate my foot or my leg or something, what would I want to do with it? Has this ever come up? I mean, it must have. Like somebody must have been like, I don't want to get rid of my foot or my arm or my leg or something. You know, like somebody must have done this. Could you get it plasticized? You know, where they basically replace the a bunch of the tissue and fluids from your limb, and they basically replace it with this um, kind of like a polymer reactive gel stuff, and it basically makes it kind of solidify, but it's still semi-flexible, you know. There was a guy who did that. He used to do that, and like he put a bunch of exhibits up in museums and stuff. Like, would I want to do that? Would I want my foot around? I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to just get rid of it. But yeah, I was thinking about it the other day because like this leg, this foot, the awkward foot, is what I call it. It's actually it's the shorter of my legs, and basically, well, on the calf muscle of this leg, like a couple of deep bruises have showed up, and they kind of were invisible up until now, and the other leg doesn't have any of them, but it was the least damaged leg during my accident, during my big boo boo. But yeah, this other leg seems to just they seem to have come up like a lot. I'm trying to describe it, but yeah, I mean it's a funny shape, like my muscle and my bone. It's just it looks a bit. If you look at this leg like more carefully, then you'll notice that there's like weird shit to do with it. Like my knees, they don't look like regular knees anyway to regular people knees because they are completely destroyed. I just drawled a little bit because my tongue hurts. Uh, um, but yeah, they were completely destroyed. So they kind of just like got very smooth knees. There's no real bone like visible on them because it kind of got destroyed, and like it's just a bone plate kind of situation on my knees, and I can't feel them. I can't feel that. I have to push really hard to get any feeling in my knees, and when I do, it hurts. That's why I can't be on my knees. Anyway, oh no, there is a mark. Is that new or is that old? I don't know. But yeah, like apart from that, the back of my knees, basically, apart from that, my legs are regular human legs, except for this one. And if you look at it closely, like the muscles are kind of like slightly off. You know, they're slightly twisted. They're slightly the bones. You know that you can see through the skin. You know, just like not that you can see through skin, but you know what I mean. Um, are slightly kind of like bumpy in places for when they basically rebuilt my bones and stuff, and it's mostly in this leg. So yeah, but yeah, it's just kind of one of those things of like, well, I could lose this leg. I'd be okay with that. Like if I had a choice of what limb to lose, I would pick that leg. Anyway, weird topic of communication. Have I got a hair or something? Stop it. But yeah. Right, I'm gonna go now. Nobody's talked for a while, so I'm guessing that no one's here. The view count hasn't changed at all. So yeah, I would do the belly rubs and belly salutes, but nobody's around. So okay. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday, if not Tuesday. Then there's going to be a short week, and then I'm going away again for that weekend. Okay.